Hello, my Yu-Gi-Oh! Enthusiast. Happy Sunday. As I'm sure you all know, the ban list dropped just yesterday on Saturday morning. So I will be coming to you today with my Punk Gold Pride Adventure Cashier deck profile. This is 60 cards. Don't judge me in the comments. I don't give a damn what you say. Let's go. First things first, we have 3 Xiamen. Best searcher in the deck. Get you pretty much any Punk card. Foxy Tune, you want to search this off of your Xiamen. You discard it and another card to add or summon any Punk card to the field. Ogre Dance, you discard it to add a Punk to hand. One Share Kusai, lets you fusion summon, and on your opponent's turn you can synchro summon with it. Deer Note, when it's sent from field to grave, you can search summon a Punk from grave. Wagon gets you your field spell. Madam Spider searches you with the trap. And just a quick side note, all the level 3 punks do have you pay 600 life points for their effect. Extreme Session, it's pretty much a Pot of Greed. Whenever you pay life points for a Punk card effect, you draw a card. That only happens twice. And then you can banish a Punk card engraved. And keep in mind it says card, not monster. You banish a Punk card engraved to special summon a Punk from your hand. Dangerous Kabu, it's basically an imperm. That's really all it is. That's it for the Punks. One Roller Baller. All the Gold Prides share the same effect of if your life points are lower, you can special summon them, and Roller Baller lets you fusion summon. Captain Carey adds you the trap. Leon lets you synchro summon on your opponent's turn and special summon a Gold Pride from grave. Nitro Head, you can give your opponent a token, and then on their turn you can pop that token and a monster that is next to it. Better Luck Next Time, searches you any Gold Pride monster and you take damage equal to its attack points. That came out of nowhere, lets you special summon a Gold Pride from hand or grave, and then your opponent special summons a monster from the same place that you special summon your monster from. And then one of the trap card, what was it called? It's not the Start Your Engines, it's the other one. I don't remember what it's called, but you can bounce a Gold Pride monster back to your hand, and when it's in grave, you can banish it and the Gold Pride materials to special summon a Gold Pride extra deck monster. That's it for the Gold Prides. And then we have 2 Terror Top. I need to find a third one now that the ban list is out. 1 Tatonka-Studios. Yeah, it's a free special summon for level 3. You can go into either Cherubini or a generic rank 3 monster, or just use them as non-level 3 bodies. Your choice. Tatonka-Studios will let you attribute itself to special summon a Speedroid from deck, or a Speedroid tuner from deck. And Terror Top lets you add a Speedroid to hand. And we do have one more Speedroid that has not come in yet. This Malicious Magnet. It's a level 1 tuner that lets you steal one of your opponent's monsters for the synchro summon of a wind monster. Then we have 3 Fenrir. Lets you search out a Cashier monster. It's a free special summon if you have no monsters on field. And you can banish one of your opponent's cards face down. And that is on resolution, not a chain. 1 Unicorn lets you search for a Cashier spell. Also, special summon if you have no monsters on board, and you banish 1 card from your opponent's extra deck. Also your choice. 1 Rise Heart, which I'm too broke to afford. So this is, and then 1 Theosis I just barely was able to scrounge up enough money for this before I realized I needed Rise Heart, probably more than I needed Theosis. But yeah, one Theosis, you will search this off of Fenrir, not Fenrir, Unicorn. And you target one Kashtira monster on your field, and then special summon one with a different attribute from your deck. One Birth lets you normal summon any level 7, not just Kashtira, lets you use your normal summon for any level 7 monster. You can also special summon a Kashtira monster from your grave back. And then if you control a Kashtira monster, you can banish 3 cards of your choice face down from your opponent's graveyard. We have one Water Enchantress. I used to play 2, but now that Terratop is at 3, I can get away with only playing the 1. Banish it from your hand or graveyard to add a Rite of Aramesir to hand. And if you want, you can special summon it if you control a adventure token, which that rarely ever comes up, but if you need it, it's there. One Griffin Rider. It's just a negate and a decent wall. This is almost always going to be your anti-nib. And after you use its negate, you have to shuffle it back into the deck. And it is negate and destroy, for the record. We have a Legal Knight. All my friends say that this card is ass, but it's come up quite a bit, actually. You pop 2 monsters on your opponent's field, and you give this card to them. Then we have one Rite of Aramesir, gets you the adventure token and places a Faithful Adventure from your deck to field. And it can only be activated once per turn, and it cannot be activated if you already have an adventure token on board. Then we have the Fateful Adventure that searches you out any adventure monster. And keep in mind that once you've activated Fateful Adventure's effect, you can't activate any effects other than Fateful Adventure cards. Or adventure monsters. One Dracoback just bounces a card back to your opponent's hand, and when it's destroyed, you can re-equip it to an adventure token. Oh, that is something I forgot to mention about Fateful Adventure. It protects your adventure token once per turn from battle. And we have 3 Itelli, another really good starter for your deck. It lets you special summon, usually you're going to want to special summon Xiamen from your deck. But if you really wanted to, you could special summon Shirakusai if you already have the materials in hand. 3 Small World pretty much gets you any card in the deck. Just got to kind of be careful what your materials are for it, because I speak from experience. If you use the wrong materials, you're kind of screwed. One Tracker. It's a free special summon if you have a level 3 on board. It's just free level 3 body. You can search it off of Jam Dragon if you really need to. But that, again, rarely comes up because you usually want to search for Madam Spider to get that extra negate. One Ghost Ogre. Actually really good this format. Just kind of be careful with your timing and what you hit. It does not negate, it just pops a monster or spell or trap that's already been on board and activated its effect. 2 Ghost Spell. I need to find a 3rd one, but again, I'm broke. I'm a very big brokey, and I don't have a 3rd one, which sucks. But yeah, you can negate the effect of a card that specials a monster from grave, adds a card from the graveyard to your hand, deck, or extra deck, or if it banishes a card from the graveyard. 2 Ash. I used to play 3, but in this format, you really want to play Droll, and I just think that if you're playing Droll, you really don't need to play Ash, but I tried using Nib over Ash, and it's always a brick, and it sucks. 3 Imperm. It's a free negate if you have no monsters on board, and if you set the card before it's activated, you can negate a card in the spell and trap zone if it's in the same column, and that lasts till the end of the turn. 3 Drool, probably the best hand trap this format. Just locks your opponent out from the deck to add cards from your hand. Something really good about this deck is it actually plays around Droll, because most of the time you're going to be special summoning cards, not adding them to your hand. That's it for the main. For the extra, we have 1 Amazing Dragon. Pretty good card. Can't help you extend if you really need to, but you usually want to make this card on either when you're going second or on turn 3 if you live. Amazing Dragon can bounce cards to your opponent's hand equal to the number of level 3 tuners in your grave. Rising Carp, well, you can tribute itself to special summon 2 non-level 8 punks from deck. That will almost always be Deer Note and Wagon. Jam Dragon Drive, really good card in the deck. You pay 600 life points to add any level 3 tuner from your level 3 psychic to hand, or you can send it to grave, but you'll usually want to add it to your hand. 1 Chariot Carry, searches you any Gold Pride spell, and if your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can dump a Gold Pride monster to grave. 1 Pinballer, this will usually be your win condition, surprisingly. You can seal your opponent's monsters equal to the number of materials you used. Love this guy so much. He's one of the best cards in the deck. Then we have 1 Pet, because you will almost always be paying life points for your effects. Unaffected while your life points are lower than your opponent's, and at the start of the battle phase, he just gains life points he gains attack points equal to the life difference in life points. So he gets beefy. We have 1 Photon Lord. It's a monster negate once per turn. Hope Harbinger, you negate any opponent's spell card and you eat it. Really good for making Zeus. Also, you can detach a material from this card to change the attack target to it. So that's kind of funny at times. 1 Big Eye, just steal your opponent's monster, but this card, the Big Eye can't attack that turn. You want to make this with your Castellator monsters. 1 Cherubini, dump a level 3 monster from deck to grave, and then target 1 Burning Abyss monster on field and gain that monster's attack points. You're always going to want to send your copy of crap, why can't I think of what it's called? You want to send Water Enchantress off this card's effect to make it live. You will special summon this 95% of the time using Terratop and Takatomborg. 1 Oppo, doesn't come up super often, but when it does, it's nice to have those extra negates. You'll make this using 2 extra monsters on board and Cherubini, giving you 3 negates with Oppo. And it's not once per turn, it's once per chain. Just make sure you guys remember that. Shen. I'm usually making this with a level 1 tuner. Those are usually Side Reflector, which I have not gone over. I'll do that in a second. And Malicious Magnet, where you just steal a monster. Pretty much anything sent from field to grave is banished instead. So yeah, Fire Kings, just Snake Eyes, just don't get a graveyard. One Zeus. We play a lot of Xyz monsters in this deck, so making Zeus is... I don't make Zeus very often because I forget to, but Zeus is a really good board breaker for when you're in a tight spot. And then one Typhon for either a quick Zeus or when Zeus runs out of material. It's pretty much a floodgate for if monsters have 3,000 or more attack, they can't use their effects. And you can attach one material from this card and bounce a card from your opponent's field. And then the card I didn't go over is Cyber Reflector. You usually summon that off of the E-Tele. But yeah, you summon it and synchro it away with a level 8 to make Shen. Just really good card. Helps you make one of the more important cards in the deck. And before I go, just gotta make sure we pay our respects to Barone. Honestly, one of my favorite cards, just because of the memories I have with it. Seriously, Konami, what the hell? Thank you for watching my first video. I'll try to keep coming out with more videos, and I'm going to be starting with Yu-Gi-Oh for now, but I will eventually try to go into other things just to make sure you guys don't get bored of the content. And yeah, thank you guys for watching my deck profile. I've been playing this deck for about a year now, and I love playing this deck so much. It's so much fun. Thank you.